Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here with a conversation with the divine counterpart. So I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle deck, and if you want to have a reading like this for yourself, then it is 8 questions, and you can determine the questions yourselves, or basically ask the questions that are here. Really interesting again, because some of these came up. I did this a couple of days ago, and so some of the, just brilliant. So in keeping with the message today, which is about the bat and about rebirth and rebirthing this new energy of the union together, because, stepping up into more love and light allows you, you are one energy body in 2 physical bodies, right? So 1 soul, 2 bodies. So it makes perfect sense that this part of regeneration is happening for both of you at the same time, because what do they want to tell you today? And it is number 7, which is the soul. And it is basically that you are both helping each other, right? Have a leg up, right? Be vulnerable together, help each other on this journey. What's going on in their head? And it is the fact that this relationship is fated. So the circumstances that they're going through at the moment are also fated. And to really, you can't see, if you look here, she's just holding the gold star thread. You can't see it, but she's clutching to those gold stars which are coming out of the sky. So, trusting in the golden energy. What's going on in their heart? And this is about wanting to have this regeneration, wanting to have their second chances, wanting to have their new beginnings, because the pull of the heart is super strong. It's also lovely that it's a tree, because the crystal grid that I do is all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So I love that. What do they want to say but they can't? And this is about the fact that, at the moment it's about that they are observing everything, right, that's going on. Everything, observing themselves and the feelings that they're having. And this is also number 49 comes down to 4, because it's 13, which is then 4. So also I have been talking about the power of the fox and using the fox. So using fox medicine is about invoking the power of the fox to help them come into to help you and your twin into your unions. And so this is why this is perfect, because the fox, and not only that, but obviously using the universal energies with the moon cycles and, everything. So the fact that this fox is, what are they wanting you to know, or what are they wanting to say but they can't, is that they are, basically they're looking at the moon for the moon cycles, but also the fox is sitting on the egg of creation. So, again, so much symbology in here, because they are having to observe the situations that they're in to want to be moving out of them. So what do they want to tell you to help? What do they want you to do to help you into reunion? And this is about realizing, again, this is number 4, so there's the double 4 here. And this is about realizing that for you, there's also a fork in the road. And this is so on point to what I've been getting about people saying, I'm ready to give up, I'm going out on dates with other people, and, this, and then being kind of like, then the twin flame energy being everywhere around them to kind of stop them in their tracks. And that's because there is a fork in the road, because of course you always have that choice. Do you want to go down the road of true love, and with that the challenges that faces, or do you want to take a different path, right? And this is what we're really being pushed to at the moment, is about, that this is challenging, because you are basically creating and balancing energies for the whole planet, right? And that comes down to an individual level, but you're part of a collective group that are doing that. So there is a fork in the road. Do you choose that path, or do you choose another one? Because what does the universe want you to focus on? And this is about cleaning things up. So it's literally about, do you want to step into a new cycle? Do you want to have that rebirth? Do you want to be born into a new energy? Or do you not, right? So do you want to clean up your stuff and move on, or do you not? And so that's why it is all about knowing that you have to move forward into more and more of who you are and clean things up to get there. So what does the universe want you to know about your reunion? And it's the need to be flexible. I mean, you know, and that is like, seriously, that is the biggest thing, right? You've got to be flexible because you have to flow with the tide and you've got to ride the waves. And so in order to be able to achieve these unions, it's about flowing with the universal flow of energy, right? You are on that point of creation, though. Look at the card. There's mazes all around her, but she is flowing out of the egg of creation. And that's the twin flame, right? Right there. Your twin flame is the egg of creation with you. But in order for the flowers to bloom and for the love to blossom and for the union to blossom, it really is about going with the flow and using the universal energies to help you. Because what special message does your divine counterpart want to give you? And it is about chopping wood, which is also number 6, which is the love path. But chopping wood is about, you know, basically doing everything that you can to really make you feel good, right? Because it's a sense of there's not much action happening at the moment, but the action is all around, you know, meditation, really, going within, feeling the call of the heart, you know, and you do that by doing meditative tasks, whatever that is for you. So that's the next question that I asked is for some people. So again, I always say use your own intuition, but do they want me to contact them? And the answer to that is come to the edge. So again, if at any point, you know, the biggest thing is that these readings are all general, right? So the best thing for you to do is get a piece of paper and to write on the piece of paper, what do I have to do to help us into our reunion? And then meditate on that, and then answer the question after your meditation. Write anything down. When it comes, just start flowing, right? A lady came up to me and she said that she did it, and she when she wrote it, she said it was start saying the 1,000 prayers again. When she first met her twin, this is so lovely, she said a prayer for him every single day for 1,000 days. When she did it, she started doing it again. She just sent me a note this morning to say that she started her prayers again this morning. And when she got in the car dial said 1111. So, you know, there is always confirmation for these amazing things. So this is the other thing, is remember that this relationship is so amazing. And it is challenging, there's no doubt about it, but you signed up to it before coming. So that is why, if you're feeling that there's a bit of a fork in the road for you, then choose love, right? Basically, choose love, because that is where you're going to get ultimate fulfillment. So what do they want to tell me today? And it is all about that you're helping each other's souls, right? So relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need each other as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. So be open to your heart. Open your heart up to the energy, to the twin flame energy. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust, because you will be met with kindness and love, and don't expect others to read your mind though. Ask and it is given. So this is like, you know, you can do this on an energetic level with your twin. Ask them, you know, say to them, I open my heart fully to receive you. I open our heart and I realize that we're doing this journey together. Let us give each other a leg up, right? And then see what happens. You'll be surprised, because you'll see signs and messages and all these things from your twin spirit to help you. So what's going on in their head? And it is knowing that this relationship is fated. Also, this is number 17, which is 8, which is infinity. And so it is trusting that this is a fated relationship. What's going on in their heart is about wanting new beginnings and the sense of regeneration, right? It is about knowing that this is, again, the call of their soul is wanting them to have regeneration and rebirth, right? Because it is second opportunities. So the world is based on connections and relationships, and no matter what losses occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Because love is rising up to greet you. So in their heart, they're feeling this sense of renewal, because what do they want you to know but they can't tell you? And this is because they are observing everything, right? So most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need to distance yourself in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances for a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, the people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So, it's about knowing that they are looking, you know, they're observing their life, right? And they're feeding you because they're looking at, you know, again, the power of the fox. If you use the power of the fox to help you, just 1 second, sorry.